The Joe Rogan Experience.
What did you think when they had that Bareknuckle boxing event? Paulie Malignaggi fought Artem Levin. So that's
Lobov.
Yeah, I'll say Artem Lobov.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's one of the more interesting cases because you've got a guy in Paulie Malignaggi who's a legitimate world champion and a world class boxer. You know, a few years past his prime and hasn't really been fighting.
Yep.
But then you see him fight a guy like Artem Lobov, who's used to fighting with MMA gloves. There's not much of a difference fighting bare knuckle. And Lobov actually won, beating him in a decision, which nobody fucking saw coming.
And Paulie's not a puncher anyway, is he? So to go into that against a guy that's naturally bigger as well.
But you would have still thought...
I still thought he'd done enough.
Yeah.
But
he would have known enough. You know, like a guy like Roy Jones Jr., you're not outboxing him. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just like... A world-class boxer, you would imagine, even if he's
a few little tricks just to get him.
He's still going to fuck you up. Yeah. He's just going to make the adjustments.
Yeah.
I wonder how he trained for it.
God knows. No idea.
You know what I mean? Did he box with bare knuckles?
He broke his hand in second round as well, didn't he, straight away?
And he broke it bad because a few weeks ago, because he's a pundit for Sky TV and the boxing, and he had his hand still in plaster or whatever it was then, so it must have been a bad. And he's very left-handed as well, isn't he? I think he had a bad... right hand. They never chuck right hands really anyway, did he? Was always left hand anyway, wasn't he? Hand down.
Wasn't a lot of wasn't a lot of like combinations exchanged, but that's the case with most of those bare knuckle fights. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, it's getting big in England that now as well, like the BKB thing. Like they're having big shows, filling out big arenas. I think they've got me down in London at O2 and stuff now. One of my friends fought on it recently, and it's like getting a really big name for itself.
Well, people like the least rules
violence.
Yeah, the least rules possible. They like it. You know, like Lethway or anything along those lines. You know, the headbutts with Lethway. I mean, they take it to another level, right?
Yeah, that's crazy shit.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah,
when the guy come over to England, did some seminars and that and he was headbutting pads and all.
David Ledoux.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He's. I've got him coming on the podcast soon. I was a big proponent of no gloves with MMA. I was like, well, if you don't have gloves on your shins and your knees and your elbows, why the fuck do you have them on your knuckles?
Yeah.
I changed my mind.
But the thing is,
cuts.
That's the two worst things. I got cut 4 times on one eye and my hands after the fight. Yeah. Because we had like a bit of a war, and I just started swinging all over the place in round 3 trying to KO him. I wasn't really picking my shots properly like I should have been. I've got bad problems with this one. I've got a metal plate with this one. The day after I flew back to England, I went to the gym, I put the gloves on just to try and hit the pads, and I couldn't even make a fist properly for about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Just swelling?
It felt like all my wrist like tendons and stuff around here, and I couldn't squeeze a fist properly. It were awful. But that was my own stupid fault. For like when I was chasing the fight, I wasn't picking my shots properly. I was just swinging around, hitting top of his head and trying to KO him. And
it was fucking good though.
Yeah,
everyone loved it. It was fucking great.
I loved it when I were in there doing it. It was just there. But yeah, it is exciting. One mistake, it's going to change the fight. You know what I mean? Which is, I've learned that now as well. So.